It took 10 years for the photographer to capture these 48 colors of the moon. Trucks kept hitting this bridge, so civil engineers came up with a cheaper solution than rebuilding the bridge. Red agate and white opal with botryoidal chalcedony. 24/7 pizza vending machine in Finland. Levels of sunset. It was taken in Toronto, Canada. Mary Mallon, infamously known as Typhoid Mary, was the first asymptomatic carrier of the pathogen S. typhi in the U.S. She had infected 53 people, 3 of whom died. Despite infecting almost everyone she worked for, she never believed she had the disease. She died after nearly 30 years in quarantine. Paint job on a building in Milan, Italy. Which came first, chicken or egg? Egg existed long even at the time of dinosaurs. It took millions of years after the earlier eggs for the chicken to exist. In short, egg came first. Cheers. Germany declares war on the U.S. December 11, 1941, colorized. This oil painting by Jochen Muhlenbrink. A bar of soap in my hotel bathroom with a message to people being trafficked and probably prostituted, sexually exploited. Quick maths. When you reach 100 years old in Barbados, you get a stamp in your honor. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Extremely rare blonde seal cub. Photo from South Georgia Islands by renowned wildlife photographer Roy Gallitz. Interesting title here. Smoking scorpion as a thing in Pakistan. The high lasts around 10 hours. The scorpion can be smoked straight or mixed with hashish or tobacco. Baby dragons. Nazi invasion of Czechoslovakia, 1938. The place where Julius Caesar was murdered is now a sanctuary for cats. This is what a baby flounder looks like. Hole from a needle puncturing skin, seen under a microscope. The skeleton of a stingray. Step back in time, Faroe Islands. Veterans of WW2, WW1, Spanish-American War, and the American Civil War all in the same photo. The imprint of an Imperial Japanese Zero kamikaze aircraft on the side of HMS Sussex, colorized. A German shepherd dog being posed by a German soldier in 1940. The Galapagos turtle is huge. Researchers find 20 feet (000 human footsteps in New Mexico. This shows you the presence of people as early as the Ice Age. A letter from Mahatma Gandhi to Adolf Hitler. Written in July 1939. Displayed at the Mani Bhavan Gandhi Museum, Mumbai. Landscape divided beautifully by the rails of a fence. An Allied soldier shakes a dog's paw while fighting in the Battle of Bulge. Someone created a bike based on the alien from the movie Alien. Every year I put together a family portrait of our solar system using images captured from my backyard. Here is this year's effort. OC. 3 people pose for a photo whilst wearing face mask during the second wave of Spanish flu in California, 1918. Life in New York of the 1900s, Mulberry Street in Little Italy. The grave of ballet dancer Rudolf Nureyev is covered in a mosaic tribute to his love of collecting antique rugs and textiles. Karl-Heinz Rausch, a German machine gunner during WW II. In October 1944, Karl brought two children who were playing in a yard to safety. He was killed afterwards when he returned to the yard by a grenade. He is one of the only German soldiers from WW II who have a memorial dedicated by the enemy. A survivor drags a former concentration camp guard by the hair while American troops look on at the newly liberated Dora Mitibau concentration camp. April 1945. Deep blue kyanite crystals in quartz from Brazil. Camera by The Crystal Miner. In 1974, the 3,000-year-old mummy of Pharaoh Ramses II was issued a valid Egyptian passport so that he could be flown to Paris for repair. The last Romanian fighter ace from WW II has died today. 20 llamas are enlisted in the Argentine army for mountain operations. Here is one with a gun on its back. On the left, a lethal dose of heroin, 30 milligrams. On the right, a lethal dose of fentanyl, 3 milligrams, which is enough to kill average-sized adult male. A German Jewish WW1 veteran wears his Iron Cross while a Nazi soldier stands in front of his shop. For intimidation 1933. Blackton Reservoir. The only surviving Ho-229 German WW2 aircraft, the first pure flying wing powered by jet engines. This fucking massive polar bear. This is astrocrete, a concrete-like material made from either Mars or moon dust combined with astronaut blood, sweat, and tears. It could potentially help with constructing future bases off-planet. These fossilized human footprints in New Mexico are at least 21,000 years old, placing humans in North America 5,000 years earlier than previously thought.